Zaden's with us on the Sports Line. Good evening. Thanks for your time. We really appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me, guys.
We get you out of practice a little bit early, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, you did.
That's good. Well, your thoughts here. Looking down the list, just in the last 9 or 10 years, we've had a Major League Baseball player in J.J. Weatherholt. We've had an NFL quarterback in Tyson Bagent, an NFL player in Darius Stills, and an NBA player in Javon Carter win this award. So that has to be overwhelming when you find out, hey, I've joined that group. What was your thought when you received the word that you'd be honored with this award?
Yeah, I mean, my initial thoughts were, this is just crazy. I honestly didn't really know what the award was, and then whenever I looked on the list, saw all those legendary names from the state of West Virginia, it was honestly just such a blessing. It really is inspiring for my name to be on there, and truly such an honor to be able to represent the state of West Virginia.
Zaden, certainly your multi-sport success is a big part of what got you there. And that's always interesting because we have that conversation about guys who specialize. Was it ever a thought in your mind that I've got to concentrate on one of those? What drove you to play so many sports and find success in so many?
Right. Well, I usually like to think just to take one sport at a time, whenever I'm in season for whether it be soccer, basketball, baseball, just try to put all of my focus and effort into that one sport and just try to live in the moment, with my teammates and my coaches. And, the main goal is ultimately to win a state championship. So that's kind of been my mindset over the past 4 years.
Yeah, you've managed to do that multiple times with each sport, soccer, basketball, and baseball. You've won state championships. Another big part of this is the academic aspect. And according to the article that's posted at WVMetroNews.com, you've got a 4.42 cumulative GPA, including a 4.46 GPA this year at I would imagine, one of the more difficult academic institutions in the state in Charleston Catholic. So what motivates you there academically, and where do you see yourself going in terms of academics eventually?
Right. Well, I mean, obviously, the academics I like to put first before it comes with my athletics. But you probably honestly thank Mom and Dad for that part. When it comes to the academics, they really push me. But I have a great support system at Charleston Catholic High School. If I could do it all over again, I would 100% go there, even if it was just for academics. So all my teachers and staff, my athletic director, they really push me. They always try and lift me up whenever I get down. I'm always being brought back up, just by the community itself. So it has been really a pleasure.
Where do you excel the most academically, and what's your favorite, and where do you excel the most academically?
Well, if I give my honest answer, I'd probably say gym class, but I don't know if you guys are going to count that one.
Probably not.
But I'd probably say math. I took some pretty hard math classes this year, but I like the challenge, whether it's on the playing field or in the classroom. But at Charleston Catholic, there's a great environment, great learning environment. You almost compete with your classmates to see who can get a better grade or, who can score higher on a test. So whenever you have that environment surrounding you, it really pushes you to be better.
Saying sort of the same thing about your athletic side. Is there one of those that you like better than another? Do you think you're better at one than another?
Yeah, I've gotten that question a few times. Honestly, it is between basketball and baseball, for sure. But, I always say whatever season I'm in, that's the sport I love the most. Like if I'm in basketball, I'm going to say I love basketball the most. But if I'm in baseball, I'm going to say I love baseball the most. But when it comes to being better at one or the other, I'd probably say baseball. I have a more chance of going further. I'm probably going to try and work on the jump shot a little bit this summer when it comes to basketball. Hopefully you can get that down. But, yeah, I'd probably say baseball. But I love both sports equally.
So you've made an interesting decision to extend your athletic and your academic career. Deerfield Academy in Massachusetts, which is a prep school, Tell us about that, and tell us what went into the reasoning of attending there for a year.
Yes, sir. So it all kind of started on Twitter, or on X, you say now. I had a coach. I reached out to a coach, Coach Walter Beatty. He's based out of Massachusetts. He's really been a blessing to me. He's the one who initially presented me the opportunity to go to a prep school, which I had never thought about. But once he said and mentioned Deerfield Academy, I really loved the idea of, taking an extra year, learning more, getting stronger, getting faster, getting better, but, ultimately making more connections, and also trying to take a hold of those opportunities and capitalize on those. But I visited Deerfield, I think it was in September, and, this is the environment, the community, even the front office lady was just amazing. So everyone was saying hi to me. Just a really great environment that I really want to be a part of, and I'm really hoping and looking forward to being a part of. So that was ultimately my main decision. But the athletics are a plus, but academically wise, that is definitely the place to be. So, yeah.
It sounds very promising. So how many sports there? 3, 2? You mentioned jump shots and your love of baseball, so you can play at least 2.
Right. Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna play basketball and baseball. They're a pretty historic prep school. They have all the sports that West Virginia might not have, like they have water polo, they got squash, they got all of those. They got rowing, all that stuff. So maybe I'll try and look into one of those. But I've been blessed to be able to play basketball and baseball up there for sure.
So is then the goal of 4-year university after the year in prep school, play one of the 2 sports in college somewhere?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's the main goal. I think I'll probably commit to a 4-year school over the summer. But yeah, I'll definitely spend my time at the Deerfield wisely. I think going to Deerfield will help me, hopefully, as far as the recruiting process goes. But yeah, I'm definitely going to look forward to going to a 4-year school. It'll probably be for baseball, but if I have a basketball opportunity, I'll definitely look into that for sure.
And the academic side, have you thought about what you'd major in once you get to college?
Not really, but I usually say I would major in nursing or somewhere in the medical field, just because of my mom. She really inspires me. We've actually been to Haiti like 11 or 12 times doing mission trips down there, and that kind of opened my eyes at a younger age and showed me how grateful I should be being from such a great state, great city, great town, and going to such a great school. So that kind of inspires me to be more of a helping hand in the future, whether that be in the medical field or something else. I don't know.
So soccer in the fall, basketball in the winter, baseball in the spring. You're busy constantly. Again, the GPA we talked about. What type of work do you have to put into scheduling all of this? Time management is a big issue, I would think. So where does that discipline come from, and has it been difficult?
Yeah, I mean, it has been pretty difficult. I'd say time management is definitely important for me. I try to manage my time wisely, but whether it's waking up in the morning early, at 5:30 to study for a test, or sometimes staying up until 11 or 12 to do homework. That's kind of been my routine recently. Obviously, you got to get some sleep. That's the most important part right there. So I try to take a few naps here and there. I got to get a lot of naps in during basketball, but not so much baseball. But my parents are such a big help. They really help me, and so do my teachers. I mean, they understand how it is playing sports and also doing academics at Charleston Catholic. So with them, I don't think I would be where I am now, for sure. So I really do have to thank my teachers and my parents on that one.
Yeah, and I imagine even your summers are busy. I mean, between flex days and trying to get in a little bit of lifting and conditioning, it's not like you're taking a month off in June or July.
Right. I mean, you kind of have to look at it. I mean, you get in what you get out of stuff. So, I mean, a lot of sacrifice goes into what I do. So, I mean, having to sacrifice the little things to get to where I am today, and where I want to be in the future is what I have to do. But you know, I love doing what I do. It's a privilege to be able to play, you know, 3 sports and be healthy, and you know, have such a great support system. So I try to look at that as a motivation to keep going and keep sacrificing, and thankfully being able to represent the state of West Virginia as my academic and athletic career goes on.
Mm-hmm. Stats I'm looking at here, you're hitting .542 currently with Charleston Catholic. Are you still pitching as well?
No, that's a great question, though. I haven't been on the mound in about 4 years. Maybe we'll get a special appearance on senior night. You never know. But no, I have not been on the bump in a while.
Okay.
I almost had an appearance in summer ball, but no. Honestly, I would love to get up on there maybe for an inning or two, just to see what I can do. But yeah, Coach been sticking me behind the dish, and I honestly don't blame him because I can't really throw a strike. So I don't know how much that works out.
But you're lobbying for it, huh? On senior day.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Well, take a moment before we let you go. Take a moment and talk about your team. I know it was a disappointment last year. I think Logan beat you in the regional finals, best out of 3. But the state tournament's expanded this year. More teams are going. You guys are off to a great start, at least according to the Metro News Power Rankings. You're currently 2nd in Class AA. I know Wheeling Central's good again. Doddridge County was off to a great start. Buffalo's good. Wyoming East, Frankfort's always good. Williamstown's always good. So obviously the goal this year is to win another state championship. Can the Irish pull that off?
Yes, sir. I mean, it's always great competition in AA, especially I feel like our region. You gotta give props to those teams. It's always a battle. You know, whether it's Scott, Buffalo, Logan, Sissonville is pretty good this year. I'm probably forgetting a few teams, but yeah, it's a really great region. But you know, we're just trying to take every game one step at a time, trying to focus on that game, especially those regional games, because you know you want to get the 1 seed. But I am a fan of the 8-team state tournament. I like that a lot. We get to go to Marshall, I believe.
Right.
So hopefully we can pull out a few games in the playoffs. We have great leadership on this team. We got Connor Jarvis, Xander Alera, Jack and Kimball. I've been playing with those guys ever since I was like 8 years old. So we kind of have that team chemistry when it comes to the seniors. Our underclassmen are great too. So, but I mean, we all learned from the seniors and juniors, you know, when we were underclassmen, when we won that state championship title game in 2024. So you got to give props to them as well. Without them, you know, showing us the path, showing us the way of things and how they work, we wouldn't be where we are today as a team. And obviously my coaches, Coach Bovinger is a great coach, Coach Lanham, Coach Alex, Coach Blades. You know, they really push me and guide us, you know, through the season. But yeah, I'd just say the main goal is to take one game at a time, and then when it gets to playoff time, you know, just lock in from there.
Well, very good. We appreciate your time. We congratulate you on this award and your success so far, and we're looking forward to seeing you compete for that state championship in Huntington a little bit later on this spring.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you guys for having me on. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Zaden Ranson there of Charleston Catholic, winner of the Shorty Hardman Award.